Hello everyone, welcome back to Runescape. When we had left off, we had completed Scorpion Catcher, which we went around catching scorpions that got loose. So now we're going to do the Ribbiting Tale of the Lily Pad Labor Dispute. I can start this quest by talking to Marcellus in Locust Oasis. So Locust Oasis is that. He's right next to me. Just for everyone's information, the only way to get here is after you complete the Children of the Sun or something like that, and then there's that bird that'll fly you there to here, and then you just gotta walk down here. So let's get this going. Hello. You, I bet you're with them. Them? The frogs. Yes. Frogs, what are you on about? Ah, I see, so you're going to play dumb, are you? Well, I won't fall for your lies. I promise I have no idea what you're on about. If you explain, maybe I can help. It's those frogs on the other side of the oasis. They're out to get us, all of us. If someone doesn't kill them all, we'll be living our lives as slaves. I see. How about I head over there and take a look? You want to go near them? Well, then you're a fool. I will watch from a safe distance as they dine on your corpse. Okay, then. Well, provide that doesn't happen, I'll be back shortly if let you find out what happens. All right. Oh, hello there. Hang on, you can talk? Well, of course I can talk, silly. Why wouldn't we be able to? Well, I guess I never considered it before. We live in a world where giant lizards with wings fly around and expel highly combustible fluids from their throats. But you never considered a frog could talk? Well, when you put it like that. Well, now that we've established our remarkable linguistic capabilities, how about some introductions? I'm Sue, and this is Gary. Over here, you have Dave and Jane. And good old Mr. Lonesome over there is Cuthbert. Pleased to meet you. I'm the good kid one. The other good kid one, what can I do for you? No, that guy over there thinks you're all evil. Evil? We're not evil. We're just on strike. I'm sorry, what? We're on strike. Fair work requires fair treatment, and we've had enough of his nonsense. But what do you do? What are you striking from? Oh, well, I can't really remember. It's been so long that I've gone and totally forgotten. Hey, Gary, why are we on strike? No idea. I've been on strike my whole life. Just like my pa and his pa before him. And at this point, it's kind of a family tradition. I know it's because of him, though. That monster spends every day mistreating us. If he ever wants to see any work from us, he needs to start showing us some basic respect. Too right, Gary, too right. What reason does he have to think that we're evil anyway? Well, he's one of them capitalists, isn't he? They see a worker demanding fair rights and they go loopy. Can't have anything getting in the way of their profit margins. Actually, he never mentioned anything about work. He seems to think you're about to overthrow humanity. Overthrow humanity? What a load of nonsense. We love humans. Gary here had one as a pet once. Those were the days I loved my Cynthia. Such a shame about the accident. It wasn't your fault, Gary. It wasn't your fault. Anyways, if this chap thinks we're plotting to overthrow humanity, what's he planning to do about it? Not too sure. He did mention at one point something about killing all of you. He wants to what? He wants to kill us. Well, now I think we should overthrow humanity. Wait, no. Yeah, we've been treated like second-class citizens for too long. The revolution starts today. Wait, how about peace? Peace, interesting. I suppose peace could be fun. There would need to be some assurances, though. I wouldn't want the guy going back on his word. Right, well, how about I go ask him what conditions he'd be willing to accept? Well, that just sounds swell. Okay, I'll be back shortly. Okay. This guy again. I guess I can run at this point. frogs didn't kill you? This is unexpected. Well, I did chat with them, and they're open to engaging in some peace talks. Peace, this the hypocrisy. After everything they've done, they think peace is an option. Absolutely not. Okay, but what exactly have they done that means peace isn't an option? Oh, well... Well, you know... They just... Yes? Look, I can't remember, but they must have done something. Tatamo. I know, my brain. Yes, I'm starting to think that's where the problem lies as well. They must have taken my brain, that's why I can't remember. You tell them I want my brain back. So you'll be willing to negotiate peace in exchange for your brain. Negotiate? I don't negotiate with monsters. I don't think they're monsters, they actually seem somewhat friendly. Well, do they have a leader? I'm not sure. Well, you go tell them that I'll only negotiate with their leader. Every day I find myself further questioning my life choices. Fine, I'll go ask them about their leader. Again, have you found out what peace conditions the Grumpy Guts has? Sort of. He seems open to the idea of peace talks, but he will negotiate with your leader. Do you have a leader? Oh, well, not really. Now, we're more about collective leadership. We did consider starting a union at one point, but Dave's messed up the paperwork. Well, would you be interested in having a leader? A change to our political structure? That's quite the thing to undergo. Yeah, especially in times of war. Still, maybe we need to mix things up. We've been saying for a while that we've been stagnating. Perhaps this is just the thing we need. There would be a need to be an election, of course. Do you have a process for that sort of thing? Absolutely. We use the first past the post system, where everyone votes based on candidates' hopping capabilities, not hoping. Come again? No, it's all very simple. Kim proposes their finest hop, and everyone else votes on which they thought was the best. The one who with the most votes wins. I see. Well, I don't, but for the sake of my sanity, let's say I do it. Shall we call an election then? Sounds like a wonderful idea. There is a small matter of Cuthbert? That's right. You see, while you were gone, we told the others about this whole killing us business. Now, I must admit, emotions did run high, especially for Cuthbert. Once he learns about the election, he will almost definitely want to put himself forward, and I'm afraid he has little interest in peace. Oops, just kicked my mouse there. I mean, can you blame the guy? Cuthbert was once the leader of the Frogs for Humanity's Society. The guy loved humans, but after what they did to him, to his favorite plant, some wounds never heal. So you're saying Kotho can't win the election. The idea of rigging an election is one that fills my democracy-loving heart with terror, but yes, we will need to do that. It's okay if we're the ones to do it, right? Not in the slightest, but I do love the positive attitude. Besides, the alternative is all-out war with humanity, which we much need to avoid. So how do we ensure Cuthbert can't win the election? The hop-off will see the candidates hop from the shore to the lily pad. Now, if Cuthbert's lily pad had an unfortunate hole in it, okay, I guess I'm going to sabotage the lily pad. Just be careful of Dave and Jane. They are sticklers for the rules, and I'm afraid you can't let them see you. Okay. Who's Dave and Jane? These two. Hello, have you heard about the election? Isn't it thrilling? That is definitely a word that could be used to describe this situation. Anyways, speaking of election, I need to inspect the lily pads. One click. No can do. We've got them all set up nicely. Can't let anyone mess things up, can we? Of course not, but don't you think it would be wise for a third party just to give them a quick once-over? Besides, the two of you deserve a break. Well, I really could do with a little bit of rest, not to mention the fact that I'm starving. Still, lily pads are our duty. It would be wrong of us to let someone else touch them. You said you were hungry. Out of interest, what would you fancy for when the election is out of the way? Who I'd kill for a nice tasty orange. Orange, I don't know. I didn't know frogs ate oranges. Yeah, most people think we just eat flies. We do, and we love them, but sometimes you find that you've just had enough flies and fancy something more exotic. Where do you get your oranges? They grow in trees around here, like this one right next to us. From time to time an orange will fall, but the really good ones are at the very top. Just saying we can't reach those. Like this one right here? This one right here? Look, oranges. Okay. Pick up a small stone from the shore and throw it at the lily pad. It leaves a barely small hole in it. Okay. Oh, again, how are things going with the lily pad sabotage? It's all sorted, and just in time as well. The hop-off is about to begin. So who's Cuthbert's competition? Sue, of course. Don't worry, once I win, I'll make sure these peace talks go nice and smoothly. Then shall we get started? Let's. Oh god, I get to watch this. Welcome one and all to what is bound to be a thrilling frog hop-off. The stakes are high for this one, and indeed, the future of our entire world may be at stake. Our first contender is Sue. Let's see what she's got. What a corker of a hop. Excellent work. Next up, we have Cuthbert. Oh. Well, he's dead. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, totally slipped my mind, but he never learned how to swim. A frog that never learned how to swim. Are you serious right now? Afraid so. Cuthbert is now as dead as an old one. With only one contender left standing, I can now announce that Sue is the winner. Jesus! Okay, well, now that's all sorted, we can get these peace talks underway. I can't believe we killed him. Don't worry yourself. Something like this was bound to happen at some point. It's his fault, really. Imagine never learning how to swim. Exactly. So what does our foe want? He thinks you stole his brain and would like it back. His brain, but we don't have his brain. As well as anything else you can offer him, or not really. There must be something. It's not real like we really do much. We're frogs. All we do is eat flies along with odd oranges. Well, maybe we can still work with that. I'm sure our friend doesn't like flies, but we can deal with the flies around here for him. Sounds like a job for us, though. We, of course, need something in return, which is fair pay for work. For fair work, of course. It's not, we'll go on strike. We're good at going on strikes. And how would you like to be paid? Well, normally I'd say flies, but you seem to have got that covered. Oranges? Oranges, perfect. Oh, and orange juice as well, straight from the tap. From the tap, but orange juice doesn't... Actually, never mind. Let's not complicate things further. I'll take these terms to him and see what he says. Oh my gosh. If you found the leader of the frogs, I'm only going to go negotiate with the leader. Yes, the frogs have selected a leader and have sent me with their terms. Well, what are they? The frogs will kill the flies around the oasis. In return, they'd like you to pay them in oranges. Flies? But what have the flies done wrong? Well, don't they spread disease and eat your food? Yes, but so did my brother. I never wanted him dead. What else have the flies been doing? I don't know. You seem convinced the frogs were out to get you before. Maybe the flies are as well. The flies are out to get me? Is it really true? You know what? Sure. The flies want you dead, and they plan to do it tonight. The monsters. So you willing to make this deal with the frogs? Not yet. First, you must see proof of the horrific betrayal by the flies. Find this proof for me, and I will agree to the deal. Maybe my whole life is just one big nightmare. Fine, I'll find the proof. can't click on Gary. Hello, how go to the peace talks? He's open to proposal, but he wants proof that the flies are against him. He doesn't half complain, does he? Maybe it would have been easier just to kill him. How about you steal a prized possession of his and plant it on the flies? Oh good, now you're adding theft to today's crimes. Well, it could be worse. It could be murder. We've already committed murder. Nah, that wasn't murder. Manslaughter at best, or... I forget what it said. Frog slaughter, I think. It had to be done now. Why don't you find something to steal? Fine. Search his bed. Search the bed and find a love letter. Oh. My dearest Dahlia, as I gaze into the night sky, the stars shine like diamonds, reminding me of your radiant beauty over the years. My love for you has only grown. It matures like a fine cheese, developing a scent that is truly unforgettable. I pray to Ralos that we will soon be united. And I also pray that this letter is not mysteriously lost like the last 28 I sent. Forever yours, Marcellus. Oop. You unlock the chest to find a plushie inside. There it is. I'm trying to figure out where it is. Cuthert. You're back. Do you have my proof? I think I do. You see that pile of dung flies are gathered around? I'm sure I saw something belonging to you in it. It cannot be away here. I must check it once. Marcellus goes to check on the dung. I see my worst fears have come to pass. This is a dark day for not just for me, but for humanity. Return to the frogs. Tell them we have a deal. Are you gonna tell him that that dude wasn't dead and then you just had to murder him? Hello. I have good news. Terms have been accepted. Wonderful. Peace at last. Oh, and it turns out Culver was still alive after all. Culver alive? Amazing. No, he's now properly dead. Oh. Wars always has casualties, will forever remember Coulthard's sacrifice. Well said. Today will be a day Today will be a day remembered by all of Frogkind, and much of it's thanks to you, the good kid one. Thanks, I only wish I had the ability to scrub the memories of this from my brain, but as I can't, I guess I now have to carry them forever. Have you tried soap and water? Oddly enough, no. Oh, don't be so negative. You've done good things, the good kid one. Now go with the blessing of the frogs, and know that you really are the true hero. Thank God. Alright, well, that one's done. I will come back. We're gonna go to... Twilight's Promise. It's not too far away, but I'll come back when I get there. Alright, I've probably been back for a second there, but it wouldn't register, so like I said, we're doing Twilight's Promise. Exercise cost by talking to Enos and Furious Tullus outside the Sunrise Palace in this fort. Yeah, right there. Alright. Is this the one? I believe so. Doesn't look like much. Well, that was quick. Hey, I recognize you two. You were part of the delegation to Varric. Indeed, we were. More than part of, we organized the whole thing, as was our way or duty. The prince could have contributed. Do not air your dirty laundry in public, brother. The prince wishes to speak with you. He awaits you at the temple. Where do I find the temple? The other side of the bazaar, just south of here. Okay, I guess I should get going then. Indeed. Alright. So... is this the temple? That's the temple, I think. Yep, that was the temple. I know your face. I've seen you 1,000 times before. I think you must have me confused with someone else we've never met. Yes and no. This is our first encounter, yet I know you better than most. You were the face of my only true companion. You were the face of death. Your only true companion is death. You should probably get out more. You jest, as your kind often do. Is that how you drown out the screams, I wonder? Is that how you hide your pain? Well, things got deep very quickly. Is this how you normally introduce yourself to someone? If you seek an introduction with the sect of Rynul, they spend their days in Ralos' light. The darkness hides an inevitable truth that they prefer to shy away from. Right, so who actually are you? I am Metzili, Teoken of Rynul. I already know. You are the one that saved the life of my counterpart. Teoken. So there are two of you guys? Yes, a token of Rynul. I led the sect of Rynul. My counterpart, Servius, leads the Church of Ralos. I meant to be meeting Prince Itzali here. Yes, you are. He is speaking with Servius down in the crypt. Not a place you normally find the token of Ralos, but the prince desired the privacy of Rynul he can offer. I better head down there. Farewell. Where is he? Is this the right way? Oh, there he is. Oh, there you are, Nizal Adventurer. I don't believe you've probably met my father, Servius, the token of Ralos, and the man whose life you saved. Your father, I didn't realize that you were related. Yes, very fun stuff. All a bit of a golden mess as well. I'll be sure to tell you all about it at some point. For now, the good kid 1 meets Servius. Servius meet good kid 1. This is all, my child. It is an honor to meet you. Were it not for you, I may well have been making my journey to Mictul. On behalf of both myself and Ralos, I thank you. Well, let's not start celebrating just yet. There's a reason why we're lurking in this crypt. Sorry about that, by the way. I'd have much rather given you the proper welcome on your arrival, but given the situation, it's probably best we take a bit more care. It's not a problem, though I did have an interesting encounter on the way here. Ah, the Tellus twins. Fascinating pair, aren't they? Actually, I was talking about Metzel. I met her upstairs. Oh, you met her? My deepest sympathies. Metzel and her sect play an essential role in our lives. You should not judge her so harshly. You're quite right, of course. But anyway, shall we get down to business? Sounds like a plan. Kwani. So, we have quite the predicament on our hands. My mother isn't too happy. Oddly enough, she has tasked me with sorting it all out. Someone wants our dear token dead, and we have no idea who. All we know is that they were a Valamorian. A Valamorian who had access to the mainland before the treaty was signed. Surely that limits the options a fair bit. Right you are, the good kid one. In fact, it limits them to just the members of our little delegation. In other words, myself, Sirius, and the Tellus twins, and our retinue of knights. Now, I don't think it was me, and I'm guessing you didn't try to arrange your own assassination service. I'd like to think I'd have done a better job if I had. Too right, very sloppy work. A top example of how not to assassinate someone. Still probably best we track them down all in the same. So that leaves the Tellus twins and the knights. Aeneas and Furia are loyal children of Ralos. They would not wish to see my death. Those knights should also be loyal children of Ralos, but I agree they are far more likely candidates. Let us investigate them and see what we can find. Servius, until we have this matter sorted, you should remain here in the capital. The palace will be the safest place. Nonsense, I am the token of Ralos, and I have a duty to the people. I must return to the Tiamat at once. The Tiamat does not offer the protection of the palace. You will be an easy target there. I am the chosen messenger of Ralos. He would not have me cower and hide. I will return to Tiamat. Well, it's a terrible idea, but that's definitely going to blow up in all of our faces later. But it seems that you have made your decision. However, I insist that you let me personally accompany you. My child, I would be delighted to have you as a traveling companion. The good kid once, and Sirius here seems keen on letting the killer have another go. You'll need to investigate the knights on your own. I'm sure I can manage that. Wani heads up to the palace and find the Tellus twins. They've dealt with all the fun admin work. They know where the knights can be found. I'll get to it right away. Then it sounds like we're all set. Timova, and may the sun light your way. Timova, my child. You notice an urchin? Wait, how do I get out of here again? Okay. Right, I'm gonna go talk to the Tellus twins or whatever. Tulis. Now they're in the palace. Yep. It seems the prince has new chores for us. You do not know that. Why else would he have sent the adventurer back to us? You two are quite the pair, aren't you? Thank you. I do not believe that it was a compliment, brother. Oh, well, let's not get it then. What does the prince need now? He asked me to investigate the knights who were part of the delegation of Varrock. He suspects one of them may have been involved in the plot to kill Teoken. Has he forgotten that himself leads the knights of Valamor? Surely he'd be the best place to deal with any of their wrongdoings. He's staying with Cerberus in case another attempt on his life. It is wise to keep the Teoken under close protection, and we are well placed to support this investigation, if you say so. The delegation considers 6 knights. Given recent events, I requested that they make us aware of their activities. I suggest you seek them out and ask them to return here. Auron and Claudius should be at the bazaar. Nell will be at the Kothon. Vellum and Azalia are somewhere in the outer fortress, likely at the pub. Mezam will be at the Colosseum. What if any of them refuse to come? This crest will mark you as a representative of the queen herself. Show it to them and they will not refuse. Not unless they fancy revealing themselves as a traitor, which doesn't seem likely. Furia gives you a crest. Okay. Bye. Alright, so we are going to go. Auron and Claudia. No, that's Torst. I've lost my parents. Child, wealthy citizen. tourist. Citizen. Oh, that's a person. I thought it... Fur merchant, child, silk merchant, guard, tourist, baker. Spice merchant? Oh, are these the guys? Hello there. This is all. Can we help? Can we help you? Enos and Furia tell us need you to return to the palace. If that were so, you'd have proof. Well, it just opens I have this. You show the crest to the knight. Well, we're not going anywhere until our work here is done. If you want us back at the palace, you best help. I can do that. What do you need? A band of thieves has been active here recently, but we came up with a way to track them down. We planted a shiny amulet on one of the stalls. Sure enough, it was stolen soon after. Find the amulet and tell us who's carrying it. We can then follow them to the rest of their group. How will I find it? Beat them at their own game. Go looking through a few pockets. Well, this doesn't sound really orthodox, but fair enough. I'll be back soon. I think it's this one. That was quick. Do you have the amulet? It's right here. That man in blue over there had it. Good work. He'll lead us right to those thieves. So you'll return to the palace now. We'll be there once the thieves are dealt with. It won't take us long. Well, good luck then. Give the amulet to the knights. Alright, so that's one done. Alright, the next one. Why is that blinking? Could be up here in this thing. I was looking for that. I keep looking for the name. Hello there. I'm here on behalf of Enos and Furia Tellus. They need you to return to the palace immediately. You work for the Tellus twins. Do you approve? You show the crest of the knight. Fair enough. I'm happy to return to the palace, but I can't wait until I finish my work here. What is it that you're doing? Maybe I can help get it done faster. The recent opening of the kingdom, the Kothan, has become much busier. Good for business, of course, but not so good when it comes to smugglers. We've had a tip-off that there's a ship here involved in weapon smuggling, but we don't know which one. If you can find the crate of weapons and tell me which ship it's from, I'll be able to return to the palace much faster. Sounds easy enough. You say that now, but there's no storage crates around here. Thankfully, the tip-off did give us some information that might help you find it. The crate should be on the docks rather than on the ship. It's standard side and isn't part of the stack. It's directly next to 2 barrels of fish and opposite a bench. Good to know. I'll get to it and let you know what I find. Try that one. You search crate and find a full weapons. A label on it reads the Fortis Spark. And look and finding the crate. Yes, I found it. It's the ship it's from is called the Fortis Spark. Perfect. That's my work here done then. I'll return to the palace shortly. Great. Alright. I need to go to That's right. There he is. Hi there. Sorry, but I'm waiting for someone. Well, you might need to meet with them some other time. You're needed back at the palace. You don't work for the palace. Why would they send you? I'm working directly for the prince. You show the crest of the night. Brand new here and already working for the prince. Strange. Maybe, but like I say, you're needed. And I'll return there eventually. First, I'm here for some training. But it seems my training partner's no-show. You look like you know a thing or two. You can take his place. I can. Yes, join me in the Colosseum for some training. Once we're done, I'll return to the palace. Oh, and bring in 2 attack styles with you. I want some variety. And it will help me test my faith in Ralos. I'm ready, let's do this. So you need, like, magic or bow. Like, I got a bow. So 1. Every third attack. Archery's not really great. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Two, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2. Come on, dude, hit him. 1, 2, 3. I think that was 3. 2, 3. I'll level up my archery here unintentionally. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. Okay, good. Whew. You fought well in there. I should train with you more often. So you return to the palace now? Yes, I'll head over there shortly. Perfect, thanks. So, when you heard me doing 1, 2, 3, he'll use a prayer that basically prevents you from doing, like, it really hitting him. So if you switch before the first attack, or the fourth attack, he won't ever, yeah, he won't ever, do the prayer. So, kind of a little cheap, but hey, if it works, it works. It's not cheating. Should be right here. Yep. And there they are. Hello. Look who it is. I don't know you. Oh. I told you not to have that last one. Look at you. Stop whining. I'm fine. Right. The two of you have been asked to report to the palace as soon as you can. Report? I don't think so. It's our day off. Sorry, but I have a crest here that says otherwise. You show the crest of the knights. Ah, now that's going to be a problem. How so? Azali here can't go showing up to the palace in this state. We need to sober her up. Where's the nearest fountain? There's one outside the gates, just east of here. But how does a fountain help? There's nothing like a little dunk to sober you up a bit. Azali, come with me. Oh, we're going somewhere new? How exciting. Follow me. You still following me? You said east, right? Yeah, I see it. Yeah, no. Come on. This way, Azali. Okay. Am I just gonna, like, dunk her? No. That's not how things work. This way, Azali. Yeah, that doesn't really work that well. Oh boy. Feeling a little bit better now? Not exactly. Well, I have to do, you need to head over to the palace. This day is the worst. Fine, I'll head over there soon. Where is he at? Hello again. This is all. Thanks for helping out with that little issue. I'll be heading over to the palace soon. Alright. Go back to the palace. I'm assuming they all made it back at this point. I don't know how that works. They're not there, so... Or they're there, so I don't know if, how this is gonna work. Have you spoken to all the knights? Yes, they should be here soon. 6 knights, but likely only one traitor. How do you intend to work this out? Well, I'm not going to guess. Asking nicely won't work. After they were picked for the delegation, the knights were granted beds in the Quality headquarters just west of here. I would suggest you search there for anything of note. We'll keep the knights busy here until you're done. Okay, I'll be back soon. Okay, where? Just west of the palace. I'm assuming this is it. Is this it? I mean, that looks like a dungeon. Gotta be this. Okay, must not be this. It is this one. Oh, is there 2 flights of stairs? Am I dumb? I probably am. Oh, I thought that one went back down for some reason. On the chest, but nothing of interest. You find a chest with and find a letter inside. What does the letter say? Incriminating letter. Vellum, long have you waited so patiently, so dutiful. Now, at long last, you have been graced with most glorious of duties. For the day of our destiny is fast approaching. The Teokan will soon travel to the east, and you will be selected to accompany him. You must ensure that he never returns. Only with this demise can Twilight's promise begin. Only with his demise will we see the final dawn. Well. Down. This is a perfect one because I got to do the Ribbiting tail one and this one, and they were both in the same area. Did you find anything in the Quality headquarters? I found a letter to one of the knights. It seems that Vellum is our traitor. Are you for sure? The letter directed him to arrange the death of the Teokan. It also mentioned something of the Twilight's promise and something else called the final dawn. Then it sounds like Vellum has some explaining to do. This should be fun. Vellum, step forward. Vellum, you have been found to be the traitor to the kingdom of Valamor. What? I don't understand. We know you attempted to arrange the murder of the Teokan of Ralos. Do you have anything to say about this? This isn't true. Someone must have set me up. Your lies mean nothing here. Your guilt has already been proven. No, this isn't right. For you, this is the only thing that is right. 50. So strong. The rest of you are dismissed. Something's questionable here. You killed him? What were you expecting? That you'd invite him to sit down for dinner and drinks? I don't know how they do things where you're come from, but you're involved now. This is how we deal with traitors. We should have questioned him. Now we have no idea who he was working for. Well, it's done now, so little point in dwelling on it. She's a traitor. little point. Well, my brother may have been touched too hasty, or he's a traitor, I don't know. He's right. What is done is done. You should return to the prince and let him know. Fine. Itan Servius said that they were going to something called a Tiamat. Makes sense. Tiamat is the center of all religion in Varlamore. The Teokan would have been eager to return to his home. You will find the Tiamat atop Rallis' Rise, but it's quite a walk from here, and you should speak with Relgulus Cento outside about faster means of travel. You should not waste time. The prince will be eager to hear what you've discovered. Alright, I'll go and see Regulus. Realist? Who's Realist? Is it one of these guys? Realist? Yep. This is all adventure. Do you wish to travel to Varric? I was told to ask you about getting to Tiamat. Ah, Kwani. Well, you will be pleased to know that Prince Isley has already granted me permission to give you your very own Kitall. Free of charge. My own Kitall? That's right. And I've already had one picked out perfect. I already picked out the perfect one. This here is Reno. She finished training not too long ago and is eagerly awaiting her first rider. Reno perks up at the sound of her name. Now, Reno here isn't as experienced as Premio, so don't expect her to be taking you too far. However, she's more capable of flying anywhere in Varlamore, provided that there is somewhere suitable to land. You'll find that we already have plenty of landing sites all across the kingdom, and more are being built all the time. You could probably even build a few of your own if you wanted. Now, why don't you two probably introduce yourselves to each other? I have the perfect thing that will help with that. Regulus gives me some Quetzal feed. Hello, Renu. I have something here for you. Renu eagerly takes the feed from you. Kwanu, I reckon she'll let you ride her now. Wow. Wait, where am I supposed to go? I don't see T. Oh, there it is. Dog, kid, welcome to Tiamat. This is all my child. So how did your investigation go? I found a letter to one of the knights, Vellum. The letter instructed him to arrange the death of Servius. Tomato? One of my own knights. I will need to swiftly deal with this. Well, there's actually no need. Enos killed him as soon as we found out. Ah, excellent. Such should be the fate of all traitors. But Enos killed him before I could even question him. That's unfortunate. Would have been good to know who he was working for. No matter though, I'm sure we'll find another way of getting to the bottom of this. Doesn't it bother you how quickly Enos killed him? Isn't it a bit odd? Here in Varlamore, justice is delivered swiftly and harshly. Enos may have taken that a bit too literally, but there's not much we can do about that now. But don't you find it suspicious? I found a letter perfectly implicating one of the knights, but he's then quickly killed before he can be questioned. Seems like a pretty good way of covering things up, don't you think? The Tellus family have loyally served the rulers of Varlamore since the death of the Emperor Im4. For one of them to be a traitor is unthinkable. It is a dangerous accusation indeed. That said, the family does have a bit of history. How so? My family has not always ruled Varlamore. In fact, it was the Tellus family who reigned for the majority of the kingdom's history. That all ended when good old Im4 declared the kingdom to be his new empire. He celebrated by going on a nice little murder spree. One war later in dear old Im4 found himself without a head. Had that not happened, the throne would have eventually been passed down to Furia, I believe she is slightly older of the two. Right, and don't you think that it might be good reason for her and Enos to be traitors? Emafor's death was over 100 years ago. His family had no love for him then, and loyally served the Archons since. Yes, very true, but the good kid also has a valid concern. We need to be careful of assumptions, but it seems like it would be wise for us to keep an eye on the two of them from now on. Now, good kid one, did your investigation uncover anything else? The letter I found mentioned two things, Twilight's Promise and the Final Dawn. Twilight's Promise, I've never heard of that. I wonder if it has anything to do with the Twilight Emissaries. Twilight Emissaries? God, so many. A nice religious cult that has an unhealthy obsession with the end of the world. They never caused any major problems before, so we've mostly left them be. However, given this revelation, perhaps it's time to pay them a little bit closer attention to their dealings. And the Final Dawn was that. Nothing more than blasphemy. It was not something we should waste our time talking about. As you can see, the Final Dawn is a bit of a controversial topic. It's a religious belief, an unofficial religious belief. It's an unofficial religious belief concerning the end of the world. Oddly enough, our friends in the Twilight Emissaries are big fans of it. Where can I learn about more of this Final Dawn? It's not something I care to know about, but if anyone around here wanted to know, it would be Metzley. The sect of Renewal are responsible for maintaining the library here. That includes dealing with any forbidden materials. Metzley returned to Tiamat shortly before we did. She should be around here somewhere. Right, I'll go see if she can help me. Oh my gosh. Metzley. There she is. We meet again. Not a chance encounter, I see, for it is clear that you want something. I was hoping you could help me out with some information. Quite possibly, the sect of Renewal knows better than most that time sees the end of all things. When we are gone, what remains knowledge must be passed on, lest it be lost forever. Yes, what you are describing, there is a book. I am familiar with the concepts. But what is the book without the right reader? Words can be misunderstood, misconstrued. That assumes those words were even right to begin with. Think of all that we believe and to know. All those words we have read now. How many were truth, I wonder? Okay, well, before we go down another rabbit hole, I'm looking for information about the Final Dawn. The Final Dawn, this is something I can help you with, but first, to understand the Final Dawn, you must understand Ixioma. That's a fancy word. The word is a gift to us from who walked these lands before we did. They know the truths of this world in a way that we can only dream of. We call them the Old Ones. They understood the importance of passing on their knowledge. So much of what we know comes from them. So what is the Ixioma? I'm just going to call it X. Our world endures in a way we cannot comprehend, but like all things, it will not do so forever. Its light will one day die, but this is not something to be feared. It is something to be embraced. You see, we are part of a cycle, something far larger than ourselves. When the time comes, Ralos and Renewal will come together as one, consuming these lands in holy fire until there's nothing left but ash. But even in the ash, embers remain. From those embers, a new world will be born, and the cycle will continue once again. This is X. So you think the world will end one day? That's quite something. Not think, no, this knowledge is a gift, one that was passed down from the Old Ones. But you said yourself, knowledge was passed down, can be misconstrued. How can anyone know the truth for sure? It's not like there's any of these Old Ones around for us to ask. Indeed, and that's why this is just one interpretation. There are those out there with another. Tisak, Tali, and the Final Dawn. And what do they believe? They do not believe that the world will end. They believe that it is their duty to make it happen. They will see it as their singular purpose and will stop at nothing to make it so. These people you speak of, the Twilight Emissaries, it is said that they are amongst those with this belief. I guess I better The good kid, when I need you outside now, we have a bit of an issue. Okay. You look like you're doing fine on your own. Oh. This guy's gonna die. Don't let this guy die. Yeah. Get this last one. We do it all? That was cool. That was like a... What happened? I'm sorry, my friends, but we're not sure. None of the attackers remain inside, but Metzli has disappeared. Metzli? Surely not. Thankfully, the blade missed his heart, but we should get him to the capital as soon as possible. Yes, of course, ensure no time is wasted. Of course, my friends will go at once. Well, this has been a bit of a mess. What do we do now? I'm not sure yet. Mother will need informing of what happened here. After that, I'll need some time to consider our next move. I'll be in touch once I have a plan. Team over for now. The good kid won, and may the sun light your way. Wow, that was crazy. Alright. Well, feeding's at 40. Let's walk out front here so I can see myself. Alright. Well, that's where I'm going to end this one. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see everyone in the next episode.